Hey guys, welcome to another recap of New Zealand's biggest gap year, where a few years ago, Robin and I did an epic adventure around New Zealand, doing 365 days of 365 activities. And today's episode is looking at day 190, where we are in Cromwell doing some awesome supercar laps and go-karting at the Highlands Motorsports Park. So enjoy the video, get to see what it's like to do those experiences, and then at the end, I'll be going through some of the comments and questions you guys had the first time round when we published this video. So I'll see you at the end.
This morning we are going to a petrol's head paradise. It's the Highlands Motorsport Park. It's an international grade racetrack located really close to Queenstown in the little township of Cromwell. And as soon as we arrive, we are registering for go-karting.
Oh my god.
Laura, you're looking gorgeous right here. I have to say that's the best thing you ever did to your hair.
Yeah.
You tried many things, that's the best.
Before we hit the go-karting racetrack, we are given some racing helmets to make us look the part. We're also watching a quick safety briefing video, and then it's on to the race. We get into our go-karts and we are quickly shown how to basically accelerate and brake. That's all you really need to know. And we have a few people also joining us onto the track, so it's going to be a full-on race with lots of people. It's going to be awesome.
Go-karting is just a little bit of a warm-up for us here at Highlands. We are going to be staying the whole day and we have heaps planned. When we are finished with the go-karting, we're going to be getting onto a Porsche Cayenne and learn all about the racetrack. We're going to be driving around with a real pilot that's going to give us a lot of tips. And then after, we are going to board a Mclaren Mercedes, which is a super fast car. And we're going to be going at full speed all around the circuit. It's going to be absolutely awesome. But for now, let's go back at our real-life version of Mario Kart. We are really lucky because there is heaps of people with us on the track, so it keeps it really entertaining because Laura is a little bit of a slow snail pace right here, so there will not be too much competition if I was just with her. But there is a lot of other people. There are some old and some youngers, and I kind of find out that most of the younger ones are actually the best racers. They are passing me super fast left and right, and as soon as I try to be a little bit competitive with them, it becomes a little bit of a chaos with some really close near misses.
While Robin is speeding off ahead, admittedly it does take me a while to get the confidence to get some speed, but I am actually surprised by how fast these go-karts go. From the viewing platforms, it doesn't look like the go-karts are going that fast, but actually when you're in it and you're that close to the ground and you're swinging around corners, it actually feels like you're going super fast. It's so much fun. On top of that, this is a really awesome go-karting track. It's 650 meters long, and there's so many different features to it as well. There's some really sharp corners, so it gives people the opportunity to undertake you, going onto some long straights, which allows you the time to speed back up again and people to speed past you. Well, at least that's what happens in my case.
There is also a really cool option on this go-karting track, is that you can be using a tandem go-kart, so you don't necessarily have to be the driver, you can just be a passenger and throw red and green shell at other people. Or I think that's what happens in my mind at least. So while we are go-karting at high speed, or at least I'm go-karting at high speed and Laura is just literally driving around, we are also taking the time to embrace the absolutely stunning views. All around us are endless mountain ranges, beautiful skies. It is just a pristine area. It's the perfect spot for a racetrack because there is heaps of space, it's all super flat, and it just looks gorgeous. Although the go-karting sessions only last about 10 minutes, it really feels much longer than that because by the start of the last turn, I'm getting pretty exhausted. I'm really neck and neck with another driver, which I'm pretty sure is a 14-year-old kid, which is kicking my ass. And it's really a close race because I'm trying to pass him so often. I'm exhausting myself turning the wheels left and right, and because they are real go-karting, they are not easy wheels to turn around. But by the end, he's winning and Laura and I finish dead last, or at least I'm second to last and Laura is last. But it looks like there is no loser at Highland Motor Park. We both get a certificate.
At least my name's better.
Speedy Robin.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty cool there.
Last lap Laura. I didn't get a chance to do my last lap though, because I did one less lap than everyone else. But But the go-karting track was just the small track here at Highlands Motorsport Park. We are now moving on to the main event, which is the International Standard Racing Track. First up, we are hitting the Highlands Taxi Experience.
He built everything here in 11 months in 1 week.
Oh.
So, you know, it's hard enough to put a house in that amount of time.
Yeah.
Run something of this size.
God.
Is that building to the left there?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's 20 car garage, 1 bedroom apartment. So,
20
my
car
kind of
garage.
place.
The Highlands Taxi is a great taste into what it's like to drive on an international standard racetrack. For the first lap, we're going to be doing a slow lap where our driver Andrew is telling us a little bit about the history of this racetrack, as well as the different features of the track and how he's going to approach them, like the sharp corners, how he's going to go under the bridge, over the bridge, and then it's on to our second lap, which is the fast lap. Here we can see just how fast a Porsche Cayenne Turbo can go, and from the outside this car just looks like a family car, but when you can see what it can do around this track, it's absolutely awesome. As an extra bonus to today's high-speed awesomeness, we have our last activity here to enjoy at Highlands, which is the Supercar Fast Dash. Robin's going to be taking this one alone. It only has a passenger seat for one, so he's strapping on his bad boy racer helmet and getting into the supercar.
So I'm boarding the Mclaren 650S, which is a 641 horsepower, 3.8 litre twin-turbo V8 engine, and my driver today is going to be Andrew. His job is going to be to show me how fast this car can get all around the Highland circuit.
Ready to go.
As soon as he gets the go-ahead from the tower control, Andrew put his foot on the pedal and the car goes super fast. The acceleration is absolutely epic when it goes from 0 to 100 km an hour in less than 3 seconds. It's a 2.5 G-force. I feel like I've been sucked into the seat because of the force, and it's absolutely crazy how Andrew is behaving like it was a normal day at work. He's a professional pilot and drives those cars every single day, and he drives them with ease. The fact that we are driving right now at over 150 km an hour around the track is no bother to him, so I really don't want to see what he drives when he's going on mainland roads. The car is blasting through the entire circuit, and it's absolutely crazy how quick we went. I really thought that we were going super fast when we were in the Porsche Cayenne, but that was something else. We are done in less than 3 minutes all around the park and coming back to the reception. I cannot believe how fast we actually went, and I am still shaking as I'm opening one of those crazy looking scissor doors. Needless to say that our caravan van feels even slower than it already is as soon as we hit the road again to make our way to the little township of Twizel.
The journey from Cromwell to Twizel is breathtaking. We're going through some absolutely amazing scenery as we pass through the Lindis Pass, which is said to be the most scenic road in New Zealand. I am absolutely captivated by the views the whole way. This journey actually marks us leaving the Otago region and going into the Mackenzie district, where we're going to be exploring the likes of Twizel, Lake Tekapo and more. So when we arrive in Twizel, we are checking into the High Country Lodge where we're unpacking our bags, and this is going to be our base for our Twizel exploration.
So I'm literally just waiting at the Highlands reception for Robin, and maybe about a minute and a half later they return. And that just shows how bloody fast they went on that track.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed watching that video. Now let's take a look at the comments and questions you guys had when we published it the first time around. Alright, we have Imal King 101 saying, I go there lots. Lucky you. We have Nathan Chapman saying, I've been there. And then we asked him, what have you done there? And he said, go-kart, Porsche taxi, and the museum. So that's pretty awesome. That's a lot of really cool stuff to do. That's pretty much all the stuff we did as well. And then we had a question from Trevor saying, how much is the supercar lap? So obviously prices will change from year to year, but as the time of the recording right now, the supercar lap is $179 per person, and that's New Zealand dollars. And just so you guys know, in comparison, the go-karting is around 49 New Zealand dollars per person for a 10-minute go-karting sort of race session. And then for the Highlands taxi, which is, you know, where you get in the Porsche Cayenne and do a few laps and more of a tour of the racetrack, that is 129 New Zealand dollars for up to 4 people. So that's not per person, that's up to 4 people that can get into the car, and that is 129 New Zealand dollars. So just so you know, and again, those prices are at the time of recording, so they could go up, they could go down in the future. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video and you found it useful. If you have any comments or questions of your own, you can always put them in the comments section below, and you can always join us during our live Q&A session every single Sunday at 8 a.m. New Zealand time. If you want to know when that is in your time zone, well, the best way to do that is to just go on to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and then you get a notification before we go live. That's basically the best way to find out when we're going live. Otherwise, always click on like, is a good way to support the channel, and yeah, head to nzpocketguide.com for more information about traveling in New Zealand for free. Alright, see you in the next episode.